The role of the backup singer is to support the lead vocalist with harmonies and to follow the lead vocally on the song. Singing harmonies is like adding seasoning to a dish. You add a little here and there to enhance and add some flavor, but not too much. Don't throw the whole salt shaker in. Hello, my name is Miko Reed and welcome to my channel. The role of the backup vocals or backup singers is to add embellishments and depth to the main lead vocal. It's used to make the melody, which is what the lead vocalist is singing, sound fuller, add color to the song and interest. Like all other parts in a band, such as the lead vocalist, the guitars, the basses and drummer, and keyboardists and horn players, backup vocals play just as an important part. But it's important to know its purpose and place. Singing backups or BVs or BGVs is exactly what it means in every sense of the word, to back up and support the lead vocalist. In a sense, it's like playing the role of the supporting actress. One of the main things of being a backup singer, whether it's for a big-time recording artist at a concert, being hired as a session singer, or singing in a wedding band or cover band, you have to learn how to harmonize. I can't stress this enough. It's absolutely necessary to develop an ear for harmonies and really practice that, because that is what you're going to be doing as your main job function, is singing harmonies. We'll get into more of the details on how to sing harmonies in another video. Some of the things that I will be covering in this video are broken down in 5 tips. Number 1, learning to harmonize. Number 2, listening. Number 3, blending. Number 4, don't over-harmonize. And number 5, letting the lead singer shine. Tip number 1, learn to harmonize. One thing that has surprised me as a professional working musician is the large amount of lead singers that do not know how to harmonize. Sometimes they feel that, oh well, I'm the lead vocalist, so I don't have to learn how to sing harmonies. That's for the backup. And that's the wrong attitude to have, because even the lead singer doesn't always sing all the leads on every single song. Especially in a cover band and you have to tailor your set list to the client's request or the talent buyer or booking manager's request. You will find that you will not sing lead on every single song. Sometimes it will be the guitarist singing a lead on a song, especially if it's a male-led song and all the singers are female. Then a male musician will usually fill in that part and sing lead on that particular song. It's a job, and everyone has to step up and play the part. Especially in a cover band, you have to wear many hats. If you don't know how to harmonize, start listening to other songs that have lots of harmonies and just copy what they sing. Sing along with those vocal parts. I suggest listening to music groups like Boyz II Men, Beach Boys, the Eagles, and a lot of your doo-wop groups from the Motown era like Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, Martha and the Vandellas, and the Supremes. You will find that during your practice sessions, you'll start to develop an ear of really hearing the different harmony parts in a song. I suggest you start practicing the different harmony parts that you hear. If you're a male and you're a tenor, you can practice the bass harmonies or baritone parts. And if you're a female and you're an alto, you can practice the soprano parts or the contralto parts of the song. You'll soon find that when you get called for a gig or hired to sing BVs as a session singer, you will automatically know where to go vocally when you're trying to harmonize with the lead vocalist. Also, I suggest joining a choral group, worship team, or your local community choir, and you will really learn how to listen to other singers. You'll learn how to blend with other vocals, blend your vocals with theirs. You'll learn how to breathe properly, and you'll learn how to match your vowel sounds with other singers and know when to come in together. There's tons of YouTube vocal tutorials and exercises, and you can listen to them and practice off of them. Also, Google is a good source to find a great vocal coach or to sign up with a vocal teacher that will help you with voice lessons if you're new to singing. Or if you're intermediate or at the advanced level and you want to brush up on your skills and on your harmony parts, a good option is to get a vocal coach as well. Some teachers offer Skype and online lessons, or if you're on a tight budget and you can't afford lessons, just utilize the free lessons and tutorials right here on YouTube. If you're a pro singer, don't be too proud to get a vocal coach or brush up on your vocal exercises. Some of your greatest singers, such as Patti LaBelle and Whitney Houston, had vocal coaches, especially when they were singing on tour. All these things help with maintaining a healthy voice and maintaining proper vocal technique. Also, learning how to play an instrument really helps with developing an ear for hearing, playing, and singing harmonies. I owe my parents for that one. My mother enrolled me in piano lessons from age 7 to about age 15, and I feel that it really helped me when I started singing on worship teams and later on singing professionally. It made the transition much easier. I found that I was able to just jump in and find a harmony part with the other singers. With musicians, they are already playing parts of a song. They are not all playing the melody. Perhaps the trumpets are playing the melody. In a marching band, you will have, for an example, 5 saxophone players that may consist of 2 tenors, 3 altos, and each player is playing a harmony part. First chair is usually playing the lead or melody, and the rest of the horn players are all playing different parts of that song. Like the second or third chair, they all blend harmoniously when playing together. Whether it's a marching band, garage band, a 12-piece band, or a 10-piece band, musicians, generally speaking, learn that they are all playing a part or a section to the song, and they develop an ear for harmonies and learn to accompany the soloist, whether it's another instrument or vocalist, pretty quickly. Sometimes, working with other musicians and singers, you will find that musicians can harmonize better than the singers. That's the benefit of playing parts and not the lead. I will give you a vocal demonstration of the lead singer singing the melody part with the first harmony and second harmony parts all blended together, singing the Star Spangled Banner.
And the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, and the rockets wrangling, the bombs bursting in air, and the rockets wrangling, the bombs bursting in air, and the rockets wrangling, the bombs bursting in air.
I sang for years on a worship team for a startup church in which my dad was the worship leader, and as amazing as his voice was, he couldn't harmonize. He just couldn't hear it. So all he did was sing the melody parts, so I found that I had to accompany him with backup harmonies because he couldn't do it. And no one else in the band could sing, so I had to fill that role. Although I enjoyed singing with that group for what it was at the time, that was the one element that was missing from that group. Tip number 2, listening, vocal matchup, vowels, and consonants. The reality is that backup vocalists will find that they will be doing more listening than actual singing. The role of the position is to follow the cues of the lead vocalist, watch them while you're singing, and phrase your vowel sounds and vocal matchup with their vocals. By vocal matchup, what I mean is that if you normally sing with a country twang and the lead vocalist is a pop singer, that may clash. Don't sing with your country twang. Save that for your solos and your solo gigs or bands that you are fronting. Singing BGVs is not a place to be different or stand out. You are embellishing and enhancing the lead vocalist. If the lead vocalist has more of a pop sound, then you sing more pop or try to match how they are singing. Listen to the vowel sounds of the lead singer. For an example, if the singer pronounces his or her vowels in, say for an example, the word love as love, then you pronounce the word as love, just like they do. Here's a video demonstration of proper phrasing and vocal matchup with the lead singer and harmony.
I love you. I love you.
This requires you to really listen to the phrasing of the words before jumping in and just start singing. It's a lot to focus on, especially if you are singing with other BGVs and the lead singer. You have to sing and blend with the other backups, as well as the lead. Watch your consonants and how you pronounce your P's and S's on words. Soften them so they won't stick out and sound really harsh to the ear. And this leads me to tip number 3, blending. Learn how to blend with other vocalists, or if you're just singing harmonies with the lead vocal, then blend with them. Good blending of multiple BGVs sounds like one harmonious voice singing collectively together. When singing harmonies together, it should sound like one voice. The phrasing is together, not one vocalist with the exception of the lead vocalist is trying to overpower the other. The pitch and pronunciation is good and together. As unique as each individual singer is, when you're singing backup in a group of backup singers, it's important to set aside your individual style or unique way of singing so you can sing in unison and blend with the other BGVs. What I mean by that is if you have a particular style in which you use a lot of vibrato, you should then lessen your vibrato so you can vocally match and blend with the other singers and the lead. It's easier to follow the other BVs and lead singer and to predict where they are going during the song if you are vocally matching and blending with everyone else. If one singer is singing with too much vibrato and is sticking out amongst the other singers, then they are not blending with the other singers. Which leads me to tip number 4, don't over-harmonize. This is a mistake that is often done and heard in church and group singing gigs. Even singers that are good at harmonizing oftentimes will overuse that ability and add harmonies in songs and in places where there should not be harmonies. I've been guilty of this. On worship teams, harmonies should mostly be used on the chorus parts of the song, and on verses you should not be singing but let the worship leaders sing by themselves. That's why it's important to watch the leaders' cues and eyes and facial expressions. They may want to repeat the chorus or take it to the top of the song or the end of the song. Sometimes BVs will add too much harmonies at random because they get frustrated because they feel they're not singing as much as the lead singer. Psst, you're not supposed to. So they end up over-harmonizing on the songs, which irritates the lead vocalist. Too much of a good thing is not always good. In modern music, harmonies on all the songs and on every single word tends to sound dated and can get very tiring to the ears, especially if it's a very popular song and people are used to hearing it a certain way. As a general rule of thumb, only add harmonies on the chorus parts, or if you are singing in a cover band, try to stay true to the original track and sing harmonies pretty similar to what the original song sounds like. Unless the lead singer states otherwise, don't add too many harmonies in which the song ends up sounding like a duet. Which leads me to my final tip, number 5, let the lead singer shine. It's not about you. Singing BVs or BVGs is fun and it's what you make of it. Your job as a backup singer is to let the lead singer shine and to embellish and enhance the person that is singing the melody, usually the lead, with harmonies. You have to lower your volume when singing with the lead singer to ensure they are all being heard over all the BVs, including the musicians. The lead singer should not be the loudest person on that stage, not the drummer, not the guitar player, or anyone else. The audience is following the singer since they're leading the group. That's the reason why they're standing in the front, and probably singing along with the lyrics. A good and experienced engineer knows how to adjust the mix when it comes to levels and knows when to adjust and turn people up and down in the mix. They know when to turn down the BVs when the lead singer is singing and when to turn a BV up when he or she is singing a solo in a song or is leading on a few songs within the set. When you're providing backup harmonies for the person that is singing melody, the lead singer, the soloist, you should not be trying to sing louder over them or try to stand out. This is not your time to steal their thunder or upstage the lead singer or the group. You need to be humble and respect the lead singer, also known as the director or manager of that group that you are on. Remember the job assignment and really get an understanding from the musical director or lead vocalist of that band or group what is expected of you for that particular gig. If they clearly state, whether in writing or verbally, that they are looking for altos, sopranos, contraltos, backup singers to provide BVs for the lead singer of his or her XYZ band, then that's exactly what they're looking for. Personal story, a friend of mine was venting to me over the phone over how a group that she was in was auditioning for a backup singer in which she was the lead singer. Her group had posted an ad in which the ad clearly stated the job description, which said they were looking for someone to provide backup harmonies for the lead singer of XYZ band. What they had found was that 2 of the singers that showed up for auditions were cordial and polite and made all the efforts to showcase their vocal abilities and make an impression on the musicians. However, they didn't think it was important to get to know the lead singer or other singers in the group, or try to blend their vocals harmoniously with the other singers. One singer did not even know how to harmonize and kept voicing how she's so used to singing lead on the list of the audition songs that were given to her. And the other singer that was auditioning completely ignored my friend as the lead singer and started spontaneously singing random songs really loud, trying to show off her vocal skills, and was barely singing the backup parts off the audition song list, and she was not blending her vocals with the lead. That's great that both of them can sing good on leads and solos. However, the job description and role of the position for that band was to provide the group with BVs only. It was obvious in both of their auditions that they did not spend enough time practicing their backup harmony parts, which was unfortunate because if they read and paid attention to the audition requirements, they would have known what was expected of both of them. and in the end it was pretty obvious that they were auditioning for a role that wasn't available. My friend jokingly said that they were auditioning for her part. The BV singer that the band ended up hiring was a more experienced backup vocalist that was easy to work with and understand the assignment. Let's quickly summarize the role of a backup vocalist. Number 1, harmonize. If you don't know how to do it, practice off of other musical groups, sing with your community or church choral groups, or sign up for voice lessons or hire a vocal coach. Learn to listen, vocal matchup, vowels, and consonants. Number 3, blending. Blend your vocals with the other singers. Don't try to stick out. Number 4, don't over-harmonize, less is more. And number 5, let the lead singer shine, put your ego aside. Singing backup harmonies can be fun, and it is what you make of it, but it's not for everyone. It's a humble position and one that often gets dismissed or overlooked. And sometimes the backup singer will feel underutilized, and they get bored and they feel they are not adding much. They are adding a lot, but in small doses here and there. They may not be singing the entire time, but when done properly and skillfully, they enrich the songs and enhance the music, because a whole entire set list would sound dead and boring without some harmonies. As one well-known vocal coach had said, singing harmonies is like adding seasoning to a dish. Add a little here and there to enhance and add some flavor to the dish, but not too much. Don't throw the whole salt shaker in. Once again, my name is Miko Reed. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that the tips that I've given you will help you with your singing. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell so you'll get notified every time a new video has been uploaded. Thank you. Have a great week.